Hello guys, welcome back to the crew Waldron driving all cars, part number 26b. Today came into the dealers this RUF RT35 in raid spec. It became available today. It's part of the summer update they announced somewhere in July or whatever it was. First we got a circuit spec for the KTM 1290. Later on we will also get a dirt and circuit spec for the Ducati Monster. And in between we are getting this raid RUF RT35. The same as in the previous videos in this series. An acceleration test on the Bonneville flat here. Fastest time here 29.9 by the Camaro, 69, and the Silverado also 29.9, 28.9 by the KTM bike in this acceleration. Other than that, a lot of 30-second cars and 1:31 for the buggy. That's the slowest of the lot of raid specs. But I have noticed that these raid specs kinda limit at 240 something here on the Bonneville flat, although some can go faster, including this one. Also the finish bug was a bit there, but doesn't matter, it did count the time when we crossed the finish line. 30.2, it's pretty fast. Most of the raid specs here done a 30.5, 6, 7, something like that. So it's kinda comparable with, let's see, 30.2, a Ford Focus did a 30.2, BMW Z4 30.1. The other RUF did a 30.4, so it's a little faster than the other, what is it, 3400K, that's the other raid spec for the RUF. Now in dirt spec, this is the best, or considered one of the best in dirt, so let's see what you can do in raid spec. It does have a bit tricky handling in dirt, so especially with a keyboard it kinda sucks. Although it's considered by many as the best, I don't use it that often. In dirt, that is. Meanwhile we are doing 266 kilometers an hour here, so top speed it definitely has this thing. And also the acceleration is not bad. We will see what's gonna happen if we push it a bit on this track that I tested most cars here on this, on the dirt track, and going a bit off-road on the sort of same track, but the jumps seem to be okay. Not big issues on the landings. Ooh, it's a bit of a, well, wobbling chassis it seems. I think that back in the 80s or the 90s there have been some Porsches in well, let's call it Dakar spec in Paris Dakar, when it well, at least it was called Paris Dakar. Now it's just called the Dakar Rally, taking place every year somewhere in January. South of America they are doing it now, I believe. Argentina, Chile. The turning seems to be okay so far. Let's see if we push it a bit. It seems a bit wobbling, and a bit of body roll on the chassis as well, and that's usually two-wheel action here already. That's what I'm anticipating on here a little bit, that it might flip over if you push it a bit too much. Which is not a good thing, of course. If you're gonna do PvP races, there are cars who are pretty stable. Doesn't seem to be the case with this one once you push it a bit. Of course this is well, sort of a first look on this thing. I haven't used it in PvP or anything. 30.2 on the mile is pretty fast. No. almost on the side there. And that's what I mean if you push it a bit. Probably will get some flips and maybe even a crash cam activation here or there if you push this thing a bit too much. The response is okay. Quickly reacts to whatever it is you want it to do. Let's hit a rock here or something. Okay. That was a bit overdone. Crash cam activated, but yeah, kinda pushed it a bit too far. Might activate the crash cam with other cars here as well. But already see that the two-wheel action already had it a few times, and that usually means that here we go again. Yeah, it's tending to flip over. Speed acceleration it has, but just like the dirt spec, the handling is a bit tricky. We've tested all the race specs in this series, sort of on this route, or at least on these hills, and let's say that we have seen more stable cars. But yeah, seeing it has the acceleration and a pretty decent top speed as well, I guess. It might be in front, so you might be able to make a little mistake here or there. Also here some two-wheel action again. Acceleration top speed seems to be a pro or a plus. The handling though, I don't know. On first look here it tends to flip over, and that might be a problem if you're really going to push it in some PvP races or whatever. Other than that, it seems to be more than okay, which kinda anticipated on seeing it also the case with the dirt spec scene. That's considered one of the best dirt specs. Rate, I don't know. Guess we have to test it against Silverados, Camaros and Mustangs, which are considered to be the best in rate. It will be up there somewhere, but the handling might be a bit of an issue compared to those. So not a bad car for sure. On speed and acceleration, handling a bit tricky. We'll see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.